snake pit. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Judicials offense will get the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Hey, he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Judicials send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
There he goes! He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air, it's Washington. Caught close to the marker, it's Ray. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, what a cut. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Judicials just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll toss it.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And the Judicials have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down on the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Look out, he's got room. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Judicials, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for room, it's made. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Quick step and go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Judicials started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Judicials. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's McLaurin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, 1st quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Webb. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's O'Neal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Washington. That's reeled in, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And now this offense will take the field again. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gets the back moving. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On the ground, it's O'Neal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Judicials decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Washington. He'll try to do it himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Terrapins want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Ray. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Terrapins are rolling down the field, finding open areas. Oh, a lot of space. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Judicials want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Judicials will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Washington. Keeps looking downfield. Got a man, it's Ray. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Washington. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on its way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Buying some time. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback on the keeper. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. And the Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Terrapins are marching down the field.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns, also showing you he can do it with his puppies.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Terrapins! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And the Judicials need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. It's made. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense. We're right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Judicials need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. On the run, it's made. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his back in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Terps! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Runs the read option, keeps it to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Kick is in the air. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Terrapins in the hurry up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Here's a heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Judicials are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Terrapins are in the hurry up.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Terrapins didn't start this drive. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's low. And the returner is stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for room. It's May. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this 1st down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking to scramble. That's caught. It's Smith. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Martin will throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Manning. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw again. Got the quick pass. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong with start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll run the toss. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The Judicials are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out. And
intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Sends it back in motion. Powers through the defender. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of